I want to talk to especially Gen Zs. They were concerned that the government had a vote called confidential vote. I think I've talked about it in other forums, but I want to repeat it with the emphasis of the latest occasion when two leaders of Hamas were killed by the Israel Mossad. I want to tell the Gen Zs that that is the work of the confidential, confidential allocation. Now let us take ourselves to be in Israel. Of course, Kenya is a very funny country. You talk something about America or anything, they say, that is a developed country. We are not a developed country. Oh, sijui nini nini. Lakini Katuekera Kibira si mnakula sukuma na Runda si wanakula sukuma. So Kenya is Katuekera, America is Runda, isn't it? We still have to have intelligence. Now let me take the intelligence of Israel, for example. Israel is a very small country. Okay, they have grabbed Gaza Strip, although now belongs to Palestine, but Gaza Strip originally used to belong to Egypt. In the 50s, it used to belong to Egypt. Now, you find another thing is that we have Golan Heights. Golan Heights is in the northeast of Israel, part of Syria. But when you're above Golan Heights, let me take it this way. Assume that Ngong Hills is double what it is. Assume that Ngong Hills is double what it is. So if you have terrorists on top of Ngong Hills, which is double that what Ngong Hill is, you can bomb Nairobi, Machakos, Thika, Kiambu, whatever. And let me tell you, if you are a Kenyan, you talk of a country like Israel, you think it's a very big country. I think Israel is just the same size as Central Province. So if you are in Golan Heights, it's like being on top of Ngong Hills or Kilimambogo. Yeah, make Kilimambogo be twice that size. So the reason why Israel will never give up Golan Heights unless very strict conditions are fulfilled is that imagine Golan Heights, Kilimambogo Heights, sorry, double that, then you don't when you're aiming at Nyeri, when you are aiming at Kiambu and Moranga, you don't have to see them. You only know the direction and whatever. So you start bombing from that hill. Kilimambogo Heights. That is how Golan Heights is. So Israel has felt that they should, for their own security, they have to retain that. Golan, Israel also was occupied west banks of River Jordan. Initially, western banks of River Jordan used to belong to Jordan Kingdom. Kenyans, you are very lucky. You may find people say, we unachukia kabila hii sana. I've even been accused, unachukia kabila hii, chukia kabila hii. But let me tell you, if there is any tribalist in Kenya, he is one of a million, a millionth, a millionth. Kuna neno kama hiyo, a millionth chuki as compared to what Palestinians and Israelites have of each other. Walichukiana sana. If you are to talk to a Palestine, if you are to talk to a Palestine and tell him or her that there is a way you can kill all Jews, especially those who are in the Middle East, in Israel. Or if that Palestine woke up and heard that all of them, all the Jews, all the Zionists, oh, by the way, I'll tell you the meaning of Zion. If you are to tell them that they are to kill all the Israelites, hii haki ya Mungu ukienda mwambie all the Israelites are dead, he'll be very happy. The same with the Israelites. If you are to tell the Israelites that you have killed the Palestinians, all of them, they'll be very happy. Wanachukiana ile mbaya mbovu. Hii yetu ya kwanza kusema sijui kwa Tenge sijui anachukia kabila fulani sijui nini. Oh well, I don't chukia. I know, by the way, nachukia all the tribes. Nachukia all the tribes. So if there is a tribalist in Kenya, the worst tribalist in Kenya, multiply by 1,000,000. That is when you'll find the least tribalist in Israel or Palestine. Now this is how it is. I've described the Golan Heights. I've described the West Bank of River Jordan, and so on and so forth, and the Gaza Strip. Now let me tell you how it is. Even the time when Jesus was around, that place was called Palestine. The country was called Palestine. Now, in that is the home area. That is the genesis of Jews worldwide. All Jews came from there. But within the Palestine land, we have Arabs. We have Arabs. So if you find a Jew wants an Arab to do what? A Jew wants the Palestine, because within Palestine or within Israel, we have Jews who have no other home. So Jews, what they do is that they say, we have no country in the world. That you go to Africa, they have 50 something African countries. You go to Europeans, Asians, whatever. But we Jews, we have only this land. So we have nowhere else. So according to a Jew, they want these Palestine Arabs to be accommodated by other Arabs. Let's say, take a few of them, let them become Egyptian, take a few of them, let them become Syrians, let some even become Jordanians. That is the argument of. But then we have a few Jews who stayed there forever. Most of the Jews went out, and whenever they went, they suffered. So they came up with a policy called Zionism. Zion, those of you who like Bob Marley, Zion's train is coming our way. So Zionism is you look for all Jews worldwide and bring them back home to Israel. But you'll find that even within Arabs, these Palestinians who are from Palestine country or who are from Israel are more closely related to, they are called Hishmite or something. These are Jordanians, Arabs. So Israel has always been saying, why don't you take them to Jordan and become part of it? That is why, if you find it, you know, there was a time when Israel was Israel the way it is, with the Gaza Strip and with the West Bank. So when Israel took over West Bank from Jordan, they said, okay, these Palestinians who are saying that this is their home, then let them go to the West Bank, and let them go to Gaza, which was already taken by Egypt. Now, the smallness of Israel makes it very important for it to use a lot of intelligence. They use a lot of intelligence, and that is where I now tell the Gen Z the importance of this thing that is called confidential budget. Yes, I know confidential budget can be and has been misused in the past, even during our time. I'm even aware of a situation where, and I've recorded it. If you check one of my last year's recordings, I've recorded a place where some money disappeared under Mr. Okemwa. And there was an insurance for intelligence officers concerning issues to do with HIV/AIDS. So he interfered with the money, and there was a stopover where they spent a lot of time renegotiating a new insurance company to cover. And by then, so many people died, including a very close friend of mine, whom I'll never mention, but we were with him in West Pokot. And one day I'll visit his grave. He was a very close friend of mine. And when I was joining the intelligence, him with Mahanu are the ones who interviewed me. Him and Mahanu are the ones who interviewed me concerning my joining the intelligence. So you can see money meant for confidential budget can and has been used, and it can continue to be misused. But look at the bigger picture. Do we have to micro finance that and spoil the bigger picture? No. Israel, from where they are seated, they know where a Hamas or any other person, especially people they have targeted, is. And then when they want to take him out, the way they have taken out the two Hamas people, they did it. They knew that he was in a certain building, storied building. They came and bombed that building, and they never missed it. Actually, they really feel bad if they go to some place and find that he has left a few minutes ago. So that means that a lot of money has to be paid on informers and people, such that the director of intelligence in Jerusalem, or is it Tel Aviv, the Israelite director of intelligence, at any given time, he knows where such and such a person is, and that is why they just sent unmanned bombers or anything, or commandos to go and take him out. And when they take him out with 2 or 3 other bystanders, because such people, when they reach that, they make sure that they don't stay alone. They have always to have human shield. So the Israelites have to kill those human shield, because if these people continue staying, then they continue being a risk to the nation. And we have so many things in Kenya. Now that is Israel. Now in Kenya we have so many things, and we don't hear of a lot of things. We had the Garissa University, we had the Westgate, we had the Dust 2. Now in a period of 15 years, we have had how many? Garissa is 1, Westgate is 2, and Dusit is 3, maybe even 5. If the intelligence was not working, if the intelligence would not have worked, we would be hearing it daily, Al-Shabaab and whatever. So kindly understand that we have and we must have a confidential budget. Now, as Gen Z would want us to go and place there on social media the amount we meet and the people we pay and whatever. Remember, Gen Z are not the only one who was seeing that. Al-Shabaab is seeing so. So kindly, just like I was annoyed when Gen Zs buried people with the Kenyan flag, also understand that there is an importance of us having a confidential budget. I know watoto wanakuwaga na damu moto, but 15 years from today, if you are to meet them, when the age has caught them, they'll become reasonable. Thank you.